Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to do the topic that is called solution to the basic economic problem under socialism, under socialistic economic system. So write down the next heading: solution to the basic economic problems under socialism or under socialistic economic system. Okay. Now, here you need to understand one thing. Okay, under socialism, you know that socialism is the system where all economic activities are planned, controlled and regulated by the government. Okay, then since this is the economy where government decide that what commodity a government decide take the major economic decisions of the country. Okay, like we have studied the features of socialism. In that I told you that under socialism what is to be produced, how it is to be produced, how it is to be distributed, everything is decided by the government. Is it clear? So it's very simple that since all economic activities are centrally controlled, planned and regulated by the government, so the responsibility of solving the basic economic problem also lies in the shoulder of the government. So it is the government who solves the basic economic problems also. So what are the basic economic problems? The basic economic problems like what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. Yesterday I told you that in capitalism how the basic economic problems are solved. In capitalism the basic economic problems are solved through price mechanism. But under socialism, since all economic activities are controlled, regulated and managed by the government, that is why all the economic problems are solved by the government. Okay, like if you see, open your book, all of you, open your book and see page number 78. I'll send you the link that how much you people have to write in your copy from the notes which is given in the book, that is page number 78. You see solution to the basic economic problem under socialism. Okay, so let us see the first problem. What is the first problem? What to produce and how much to produce. So what do you mean by what to produce? What to produce means which commodity to be produced and in what quantity. Okay, how we solve this question under socialism? So under socialism what happened? I told you that under socialism economic planning replaces the price mechanism. Okay, because everything under capitalism is decided through price mechanism and everything under socialism is decided through economic planning by the planning authorities. Is it clear? Now see all of you in the book of what to produce and how much to produce. In socialist economy, the planning authority takes decision about what to produce and how much to produce. So who takes the decision of which commodity to be produced and how much to be produced under socialism? It is the planning authority. Further, in order to take this decision, the planning authority makes an estimation of the available economic and human resources in the economy. Yes. How the planning authority, how the economic planning solves the basic, the question of what to produce. What is the process? The first process is that they first find out that what is the total economic and human resource available in the country. First, they see the availability of resources. At the same time, they also find out that what is the total requirement of goods and services. Two things, two information economic planning collect. First information, that what is the total economic and human resource available. Second information, what is the total requirement of the goods and services. Okay, then by finding out these two information, all right, it is the planning authority who decides which commodity to be produced and in what quantity. Is it clear? So what is the answer to the question what to produce in socialistic economic system? The answer to the question of what to produce in socialistic economic system is decided by the central planning authority. To find out the answer of what to produce, the central planning authority first collects two information. First information it collects is this, that what is the total amount of economic and human resource available. Second information it collects, that what is the total requirement for various goods and services in the economy. And on the basis of these two information, it is the Central Planning Authority solves the question of what to produce. Is it clear to all of you? Then, after that, next question, how to produce. What do you mean by how to produce? How to produce means which technique to be used in the process of production. Again, I told you that it is a socialism. So, who solves the question of how to produce? Again, the Central Planning Authority. Okay, now see all of you in the book, the Central Planning Authority decide not only about the quantity of various goods and services to be produced, but also about the appropriate method of production. How? While taking decision about the type of technique to be used, the Planning Authority has to again take into account two information. Okay, so who solves the question that what method we are going to use in the process of production? It is the Planning Authority. To find out that what method or technique we are going to use in the process of production, the Planning Commission take under consideration 2 points. The first point is it takes into account the economic efficiency of various techniques. Okay, while choosing the technique of production, it ensures that economic resources of the country are fully utilized. Is it clear? It also has to take into consideration the social objective and developmental goals while choosing the technique of production to be used. So what points are being considered by the Central Planning Authority while finding out the answer of how to produce? First, it checks the economic efficiency of the technique of production. Then it ensures that economic resources of the country are fully utilized. Then it also takes into account that while selecting the technique of production, we should fulfill our social objectives, our developmental goals, all these things. Is it clear? Then the last question. What is the last question? For whom to produce? What is the problem? What do you mean by for whom to produce? For whom to produce is the problem of distribution. How to distribute the goods and services in the economy? Is it clear? Who decides this? This is again decided by the Central Planning Authority. Is it clear? All the productive resources are owned by the government and people work as a labor. In socialism, nobody is producer. Only one producer is there in socialism. Who is that? Government. And all other members of the society are the laborers. They work under the government because there is only one production unit, that is government. No private sector are allowed to do production under socialism. You need to understand this. So all the productive resources are owned, controlled and managed by the government. And all the production is done by the government and people work under the government as a laborer. Is it clear? Now, what the government does, government fixes the wages and salaries to the laborers. And then, not like capitalism, that who earns income will get the share, who don't earn income will not get the share. This is not the condition under socialism. Under socialism, it is the government whose responsibility is to provide goods and services to every member of the society. So the government ensures that every person must get some share of goods and services, even if the person is earning income or if the person is not earning income. Then also the government ensures that every individual must able to get some share of goods and services. Now see what is given in the book. Regarding this decision regarding distribution of income in a socialist economy is also taken by planning authority. Then all productive resources are owned by the government. I have already told you. Then people work only as a laborer and earns income in the form of wages only. There is only one income. कैपिटलिज्म में 4 तरीके की इनकम होते हैं, रेंट, wages, interest and profit. But in socialism there is only one type of income, that is wages, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक production unit होती है, कौन सी? Government. Is it clear? Then how much wages is to be paid to different categories of laborers is determined by the government. So it is the government who decide that how much wages the government is going to give to different categories of labor. Is it clear? Then, wages are determined by taking into account the quantity and quality of work done by the workers. This is the important line. Those who produce more quantity and good quality will get more wages. Those who will contribute less quantity of commodity they will produce, and poor quality they will produce, they will help to produce, then definitely they will get what? Lower wages. Like example, you see, for example, a skilled worker gets higher wages than an unskilled worker. Workers who get more wages are able to get more goods and services. On the other hand, workers get less wages are able to get less goods and services. Till here. Then further, last line is very important. However, socialist economy aims at equitable distribution of income while fixing wages to different categories of workers. The main aim of socialism is to have equal distribution of income. That is the main aim. Is it clear? So, under socialism, inequality is less. That's why everyone gets some or the other share of goods and services according to the wages. It's not like capitalism where distribution of income and wealth is unequal. This is not the condition under socialism. Under socialism, the distribution of income and wealth is equal, and government ensures that everyone must get an opportunity to work and everyone must earn some wages, so that everyone must able to get some share of goods and services. Is it clear to all of you? So, today I have explained you that how we solve the basic economic problems under socialism. With this, along with this video, I am going to, send you people the attachment of page number where the answer is given in the book. How much you people have to write under this, that I am going to underline and I will send you the attachment, and see that and accordingly you write in the book. Is it clear? For today only this much. Thank you children.